Welcome back. This is your boy HT3 bringing you God and Travel. God's will must be our will. We must look to God for guidance, for answers, for corrections. Sometimes we can only see how good something might be. But God sees the full 360. God sees everything. And He knows what you think might be good for you, it could be bad. But you don't know that. Well, you got to have faith that God has your best interest at heart. Like, you could be praying for this guy to be your husband. But God knows that God's mind and heart isn't right. So He's not God's will for you. So you should want that for yourself as well. A lot of times when we pray and things don't come to reality, we got faith in it, we pray for it, and it never happens. We all know the three answers: yes, no, or wait. But sometimes the answer is no. And that means that it's not God's will for your life. So we must respect God's will. And His will must be our will in order for this thing to go perfectly. And by the way, it's something I want to speak on. Very, very complicated topic. To man it is. It's very complicated to man. But to God, it's not complicated. Abortion. Roe versus Wade. I've been listening to both sides going back and forth. Oh, this is a woman's body. I could do whatever I want with it. Women, I thought that was God's body. I thought God owned your body. And I'm hearing the other side as well who are against it, the abortion. Believe me, I have the gift of discernment. And abortion is not God's will. Remember now, God's will must be our will. It is never in God's will for anybody, the doctor, the women, the men, to push this abortion. It is morally wrong. Now, a woman could say, well, this is my body. We go through so much. But it's not God's will. And your body belongs to the Lord. You got to do what the Lord's want with your body. You got to use your body to do what the Lord's want. That's why having sex without being married is wrong. Because you're doing what you want to do with your body. To sustain from sexual activity without being married, that's God's will for your body. It's not God's will. And also, these women, they could talk for themselves. They could say, no, I want to have this baby. I may go through this. Me and the child daddy, we were never together. But why y'all sleeping together then? See, the thing about it, you may have a few people that say, well, what if the lady get raped and get pregnant? What if it's through incest? You can gripe about that. But thou shalt not kill. It is still going against the will of God. I mean, that child didn't ask for some rapist to come rape his mother. The child had nothing to do with that. with a female getting raped. The child ain't got nothing to do with that. Child had nothing to do with an uncle raping his niece or whatever the incest may be. The child didn't ask for any of that. The child is innocent. At the end of the day, it's still taking of a life. It's still taking a life. And I'm not saying that people are going to hell for this abortion, but it is a very heavy sin. It's very heavy. Oh, all sins are the same. No, all sins are not the same. For example, if I steal $5 from him, he may look at me weird. He might laugh. At the most, he might curse me out. But if I steal $50,000 from him, man, he coming for my head. He probably gonna try to take my life if I don't come up with this $50,000 I done stole. Because that $50,000, it carried more weight than that $5 did. So all sins are not the same. Abortion is still murder. The murder, it carried a lot of weight. Then it's not even self-defense murder. When even in self-defense, a child, a harmless child, so the abortion is not God's will, because it's murder. It's ruthless, it's vicious, and it's evil. It's sad how people can go marching over this evilness, which is abortion. But they will not march for God. You'll never see them out there marching for God, being passionate for the Lord. And this has been your boy HT3. Your will must align with God's will. And that's how you need to go through life. Peace out. This is your boy.